Okay, today we are going to talk about the functional communication training and steps for implementation.
Okay.
Um, FCT is a systematic practice to replace problem behavior with more appropriate and effective communicative behaviors. And usually, FCT is implemented after identifying the function of the behavior through an evaluation, such as functional behavior assessment. That's what we did
Mm-hmm.
before.
Yeah.
For example, if the result of functional behavior assessment indicated that a student's challenging behavior is possibly maintained by avoiding task demands, we can
Mm-hmm.
replace the behavior with more socially appropriate communicative behaviors.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on the student's primary mode of communication, the replacement behavior can be saying, break please, or handing over a picture card.
Okay.
In the FCT, the student's challenging behavior will not be reinforced. However, the replacement behavior will be followed by reinforcement. If the student says break please or hand over the picture cards, the students will have a break time.
Mm-hmm.
Based on the FCT results, we concluded that Sam engages in challenging behaviors such as throwing objects, screaming, hitting, and kicking to escape from his math worksheets. During the
Mm-hmm.
FCT, we will teach him how to ask for a break time in a socially appropriate way. Given his verbal ability, you mentioned that saying break please is appropriate and does not require a lot of efforts compared to engaging in challenging behavior, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so all instances of challenging behavior will be ignored. If he
Okay.
demonstrates the replacement behavior, which is saying break please, the behavior will be reinforced by having 1 minute break and with your specific verbal praise, like good job saying that.
Okay.
Here are the specific procedures for implementing the FCT. First, you will provide him with a 1 minute break with no task demands. Then you
Mm-hmm.
will say, okay, it's time to work and present a math worksheet.
Okay.
Your verbal demands can be followed by his correct responses, no response, or challenging behavior. If
Mm-hmm.
he engages in challenging behavior, you will provide specific verbal praise, such as good job asking for a break, good job saying that, and then remove the worksheet and give him a 1 minute break. If he didn't make any responses,
You mean correct response?
yes.
Okay.
And then if he didn't respond after you present the worksheet, you can prompt him appropriate communication using most to list prompting. It can be full verbal prompting, like you can say break please, or you can pronounce it only a part of the word, like saying boo,
Okay.
or contingent on the prompted response, you will provide him with verbal praise and 1 minute break. If he
Okay.
engages in challenging behavior after you present the math worksheet, all instances of challenging behaviors will be ignored, and then you will
Mm-hmm.
wait for a 5 second break in challenging behavior before you prompt appropriate communication. And then
Mm-hmm.
contingent on the prompted response, you will provide him with verbal praise and 1 minute break. And then
Okay.
I'm going to model the procedure and then I will do the teacher and then it'll be great if you can do the student.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Okay, I provided Sam with 1 minute break and then I'm going to say, okay, it's time to work and then present a math worksheet.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will say, um, if you do not want to do the math worksheet, you can say break please.
Break, please.
Good job asking for a break. Now you can have 1 minute break. So I used the 0 second time delay. And then after 1 minute break, I will represent the math worksheet. Okay, it's time to work.
No, I don't want to do this. Uh,
One, two, three, four, five. If you don't want to do the worksheet, you can say break please.
okay. Break, please.
Good job saying that. Now you can have 1 minute break. So that was the procedure. So I ignore all instances of challenging behavior and I wait for 5 second break in challenging behavior and then prompted him to say break please.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do you have any questions about the procedure? Yeah, true.
Okay. And then prompt the break, please.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, now let's do some role play. So it'll be great if
Okay.
you can do the teacher at this time and then I will do the student.
Okay. So I'm giving you a break for a minute, and then I'll give you the math worksheet and say, okay, it's time to work. Say break, please, if you don't want to work.
Break, please.
Good job asking for a break. You don't have to do it. And then I give you another minute of break, and then I present the math worksheet again. Okay, it's time to do math.
I don't want to do the classwork. I don't.
Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can say break, please.
Break, please.
Good job asking for a break. Now you don't have to do it.
Yeah, great. I think you did everything really perfect and there was no errors on that procedure. That's really really nice. And then you did a great job ignoring all instances of challenging behavior and then you did also a great job waiting for a 5-second break. And then you provide a specific verbal praise, which is very important because you may want to fade out 1 minute break later and then use only verbal praise later. So everything
Okay.
was really, really great. So do you have any questions about the procedures?
No.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Let's meet next week. Great.